Collective Z, your favorite generational podcast. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Katrina.
And boy, do we have a lot to talk about today. What do you want to talk about today?
How was your first day back? Your first week back?
It was so long. Every single day felt like Friday.
Yeah.
And then I was in the middle of checking someone out at work last night, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Friday! And she was like, uh-huh? And I was like, sorry, I just realized it. Anyway, your total is... I was sleepy.
Yeah.
I had a dream last night that I not only, met Lin-Manuel Miranda, but we became, really good friends. And he, came to my school. It was weird. So wild.
That's the dream, for real.
I know. And then, I don't even remember, I said... So we had, my mic, except it was set up on a string or something, so it would, swing around the auditorium, and you just had to, pull it over to you. And I pulled it over to me, and you glared at me! Because I wanted to ask him a question, so I grabbed the mic. And you were, full-on glaring at me, and I was talking to him after, casually, as you do. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know what that was about. And he was like, yeah, I noticed that tension. I would say just, make sure you get her a tub of ice cream or something. And I was like, oh, okay, solid.
Yeah, you should definitely listen to his advice.
Lin-Manuel Miranda giving best friend advice.
Yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda told you to give me
ice cream.
Ice cream, yeah.
Yeah, because I took the mic, and I think you wanted to ask a question, but then you went and asked a question right after me, so I don't understand the problem. I feel like Dream You is always pettier than Real You.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a very petty person, except when I feel it's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not!
Sure. I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, so that's... How was your first week back? I don't know where that sentence was going.
Yeah, it was alright, except for,
School?
Well, that. And yesterday just wasn't super great, but it's fine because it's the weekend now, and don't have to deal with that anymore. But, yeah.
Okay, so... I love the weekend. You know how, I'm gonna be proud of myself here for a second. I put together a study group for my AP chemistry exam, and we're meeting tomorrow at Starbucks. I know. I'm a little proud of that. I, texted people that I know are productive and, would actually make good use of the time. And I was like, hey, you wanna meet me at Starbucks and study? And then I sent them all in a group chat. Hey guys, 12:30, Sunday, Starbucks on... blank road. And they were all like, yeah, that sounds awesome, cool, let's do it, I'm so excited. And I was like, I've never done something like this before, I feel so mature.
Yeah, I would do that with my chemistry class, except there's no productive people in my class.
Oh, most of them aren't even in my class. Only one of them is in my class. The other ones are just in different hours.
Oh, yeah. That would make sense. But my class, we spent, all day on this packet, because we're working on stoichiometry.
Oh, I love stoic!
I know, me too, because I actually understand it and stuff. And, everybody's like, wait, how'd you get that answer? And I'm like,
you do stoic.
You do stoic. And they're like, what? And so we had a packet, and there were, probably 16 problems in the packet. And by the end of class, I was finishing up, number 14 or something. My chemistry teacher was like, okay, what problems did you all get to? And I was like, oh, I got to number 14. And everybody else was like, I'm on number 4.
That's a mood. I loved my chemistry teacher last year. I still go in his room all the time and just, rant about random things. He's just an amazing teacher. And he helps me with my AP Chem work because I don't want to go talk to my AP Chem teacher because reasons. And, the way he would do his notes on the board is he would, color code what he was writing on the board in different markers, and then I had the same pens because I bought, like, a variety pack of pens, so my notes are completely, like, color-coded and organized, and I still have them. I'm gonna go grab them just so you can see how beautiful they are. I'll probably just Snapchat you pictures so you can see it, but they are gorgeous, and I still reference them this year. They're so good, and I love them.
Mm-hmm.
I love teachers that, like, efficiently give lectures, because lectures are not fun.
Yeah.
What's new with you?
Not much. Just school and stress. I cried like 8 times yesterday.
Oh, who do I need to beat up?
Life.
Okay.
Also, I was watching the finale of The Umbrella Academy again, and that makes me sob, so...
That's a mood.
Yeah.
I, like, was surprisingly productive this week. I don't know what it was. I know. Hey, Katrina.
Rachel.
What's your favorite thing this week?
My
We
favorite...
haven't talked about that yet, and we're, like, several minutes into this podcast.
Yeah, because we were catching up. We haven't talked in a
while.
In a minute. I was gonna say something, and then I thought of one of our listener questions.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Yeah, so... My favorite thing this week, I'm pulling it up on my phone, that's why I'm on my phone, is this...
I thought you were looking at the notes I sent you.
Oh, I'm also doing that after this, but... my favorite thing this week is a game on my phone. Okay, my favorite thing this week is a game on my phone that's called I Love Hue. It's a little, like, there are different colored boxes, and basically you have to, like, they all mix up and you have to, like, fix the gradient. And it's pretty calming and it's relaxing, like, you just have to get them all to line up, and it's really satisfying when you finish. Because,
That's interesting.
yeah. It's really interesting, and I like playing it, and I just downloaded it this week, and it's really fun, so...
See, when you put that on the document, I was like, I love you too, because I was really confused.
But yeah, it's I love hue because it's the color gradient, and yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, what's your favorite thing this week?
My favorite thing this week is buying new clothes. Specifically because... So, the store I work at is closing. And that means right now, everything dropped to 80% off. Plus, we got our employee discounts on top of that. So, I got 3 giant bags of clothes for like $120. And they're cute clothes.
Solid.
I know. I'm very happy and excited about it. I have new outfits for days. I just got this jacket because I didn't have any zip-up jackets.
Mm-hmm.
I just have, like, pullovers, which is fine, but some mornings you just want to zip up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
It looks good.
Thank you. I got one for my cousin, too, because I don't know, she's adorable, and I love her. She's always, like, trying to be like me, so I got her a matching one. Because I'm a cute older cousin like that. It's interesting, because we're, like, just far enough apart in age that, like, we get along really well right now.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get along when she was 6 and 7, because those were rough years.
Yeah.
But she's 10 now, so she's, like, she's at that age that she really wants to be a big kid. Big kid is in quotes, for those of you that are not on this call and can't see me doing quotes. So I don't know, I just thought it was really cute. And so she's a little bit too small to be shopping at, like, teen stores yet. She's close, but she's not there, so I grabbed her one just because, like, it's one of the few things that would actually fit her, so I thought that would be cute.
Mm-hmm.
Family's good. I love family.
Yeah.
So anyway. What do you want to talk about next? Oh, what's your favorite song?
My favorite song this week is Surprise, surprise from the Umbrella Academy, because that soundtrack, let me tell you, it slaps. It's not just a bop, it slaps.
Dang, it takes a lot for you to give a slap.
Yeah, but it's basically one of the, it's not necessarily a trope of the show, but like, whenever there's like a huge like fight scene, they put like jazzy, well not jazzy, but like pop music in the back of it. And like there's one where there's like a shootout in a department store.
Oh.
Yeah. And they have like Don't Stop Me Now playing.
That's interesting.
So yeah. But my favorite song this week is Istanbul by They Might Be Giants, and it slaps and I love it, and yeah, I just, yeah.
I think we found a new favorite show of yours.
Yeah.
Aren't you so glad your friends forced you to watch it? See, peer pressure can be a good thing sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
That being said, don't let your friends pressure you to do anything you legitimately do not want to do. I probably shouldn't have gone down this road, because now I'm just digging myself in a hole.
Anyways, yeah, what's your favorite song this week?
My favorite song this week is another country song, and it's called Back to Life by Rascal Flatts, and it's so good!
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
It's newer. One of the lines is, she puts the line is, she puts that beat in my chest, pounds like a drum, shakes me like thunder, and the way he sings it is so angelic and amazing and perfect. It's such a good song. And it makes me think of Boy. Have you updated the playlist?
Let's see what the last song I added. I didn't update it this week. Why are you installing it? I literally just had it open.
Oh, silly computer.
Silly computer.
Everybody knows we postpone our installations until later, and then later never comes because we keep postponing them until later. Responsibility.
I updated it 9 days ago, so I just need to add this last week's. And then
I'm
this
proud
week's.
of you.
See, I'm on top of it, sort of. Not like on top of it, but like
Not off top of
not off top of it.
it. Something like that. Whatever works. Whatever floats your goat. Whatever goats your float. You ever floated a goat? I've never floated a goat.
I have not floated a goat.
I feel like it's probably animal cruelty.
Probably.
Floating goats, but
Can goats float?
I don't know. Do goats float? Sounds like a Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah.
I want to write that book. I want to write so many books. I want to write a book called Ignorance and Idiots, A Story of Working in Retail.
I'll buy it. I need a
Thank you.
signed copy.
Maybe. I don't know.
Can I go on tour? I'll be your manager.
Yes! I'd love for you to go on tour with me. That'd be fun.
And my brother can be the promotional.
He's good at promoting us.
Yeah, he made business cards for us.
It was the cutest thing. I love your brother.
Yeah, literally he went to freshman orientation at our school. And he like left them lying around like so many places.
Strategically.
Yeah, he's like, okay, I'm gonna just like set this on a window, and then like people will be like, huh, what is this? And I'm like, oh my gosh.
I love him. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious and amazing. He wins.
He wins.
I don't know what the prize was or what the contest was, but he wins it. Sorry, all other entries are closed. It's just the rules. I don't make them. Oh wait, yeah I do. Well, hey, I have a question. You brought up you were gonna say something about minutes, and then you said it relates to something else. What else does it relate to?
Oh, it relates to a listener question.
Should we move on to listener questions?
Yes, we should. Do you want to say the question that we're talking about?
Sure.
Because it's not asking the question because Emily Hoffman asked the question. But...
Yes. Emily Hoffman asked, what is a hot minute? Why is it called a hot minute? Why can't it be a cold minute? Because in chemistry, see, we talked about chemistry earlier, when you heat something up, it goes faster. Wait, then it should be a cold minute, now that I'm thinking about it, because, like, enzymes... No, because when enzymes are heated up, they go slower. There we go. When enzymes are heated up, which are used to, like, jumpstart a a reaction, then they get denatured, so they can't then be used as enzymes to catalyze the reaction, so, it takes longer.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we'll go with that.
I just know that as soon as we got that question, Rachel was like, remind me that I have to make a joke about enzymes.
I try to be funny, I really do. Some days it works better than others.
We're comedic geniuses, that's why we have a podcast.
Yeah, not because, anyone can start a podcast, but yep.
Yeah, anyone can.
Anyone can, but not everyone does.
That was deep.
Thank you. I like deep thoughts at early hours of the morning. What time is it?
It's 10 o'clock your time.
Yeah, that's early. I don't do mornings.
I don't either.
Please tell me why we record this every Saturday morning, then. This you can use for your project. Tell them that you show dedication by waking up early to record every week, most weeks.
Yeah, I can just... I already wrote my report, though.
Oh. Well. Wait, so you're done with your project?
I am presenting it in 3 weeks.
Well, then why are we still here if you're done with it? I'm kidding.
Rachel!
I'm kidding! I love you.
I love you too.
I love doing this. We're not gonna stop it just because your project stops.
Yeah, no way.
No way, Jose.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how Jose's doing.
Jose?
Mm-hmm. I don't know anyone named Jose, but...
Me either.
I wonder how he's doing, you know?
Probably sad because everyone's saying no way to him.
Aw, poor Jose. Can we do anything to help Jose?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, think on it.
Yep. Alright, should we move on to another question?
Oh, right, we were doing questions. Yeah, sure.
Our next question is from @jbart17j, aka your sister.
Hi, Jessie.
And she asks, why did Rachel get her hair cut the exact same way I did a couple months ago?
You know that Mean Girls that's... Why are you so obsessed with me? That's what I'm thinking of right now.
Wait, you just said the GIF word.
Shoot, I did. You know that Mean Girls GIF? Why are you so obsessed with me? It was an impulse decision. I didn't even know I was going to do it until I did it. Fun fact. I was, like, sitting in the chair getting my hair cut, and then my mom was joking about just cutting it all off, and then last minute I was like, you know what? Cut off 7 inches. So I did. It was impulsive. It had nothing to do with my big sister. Why are you so obsessed with me, Jessie? Yeah, so that's the answer to that one. I don't know. I like my hair. Don't make me feel bad about my hair. What's the next question?
I asked this one, so...
Oh. The next question is from @Zappearson. Zapperzon.
Z.A. Pearson.
Z.A. Pearson. Oh, that's a good one. And they ask, what is your all-time favorite movie? Also, not a question. I absolutely love your podcast. Hey, thanks.
Thank you.
I love Katrina.
We appreciate all you guys that listen. And I know we say this and it sounds really cheesy, but we really do.
We do, yeah. We would not still be doing this if it was like 0 downloads every week. I mean, maybe. Your project.
Yeah. But what is your all-time favorite movie?
That's such a hard question.
I know.
Like, all-time favorite?
Because I love different movies for different reasons.
Exactly.
Because, like, there's High School Musical, which I love for many reasons. Like, nostalgia, for one.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, it's a bop.
It is such a bop. But then you like the Harry Potter movies because
yeah,
you read the books and you grew, they're brought to life, and it's hard. I don't know that I can pick just one movie.
Can we do one per genre?
That would take so long. I'm not entirely opposed, but I don't know. Favorite, Disney Pixar.
Favorite Disney Pixar?
Even that is too broad of a genre for me.
I really love Inside Out. That movie makes me cry.
I like Cars. It doesn't make me cry, but, it's sentimental.
Mm-hmm. All of the Pixar movies make me cry. Who am I kidding? Underrated movie. Or set of movies. Now You See Me, and Now You See Me Too.
I don't even know. I don't know. The ones with the actors and the... Probably has a score in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I like Hercules.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's too complicated of a question. It's gonna break my heart to answer it. I can't break my heart. I love this podcast, but I cannot break my heart for this podcast.
Big sad.
Big sad.
You can just list a few movies that you like. It doesn't have... Well, he asked for all-time favorite, but...
I can't
we can
do that.
Just list multiple favorites.
Okay, well, I like the Harry Potter series, all of them. I like Hunger Games. I like the Spiderwick Chronicles. I like... Gosh, I don't even know. I like so many movies. Black Panther, just saw that for the first time. Absolutely amazing. Love it. What else? What about you? What are some of your favorites?
Ready Player One. The book's better, but the movie still great.
I haven't seen the movie or read the book.
You should. It's good.
I don't know. I heard the book's better.
Yeah. Well, definitely read the book first and then see the movie. But
we'll see.
We could do that for our next book club.
Ooh.
Except, the book's kind of not super PG though.
Oh, then probably
not
the best idea.
Yeah.
For our PG podcast.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Night Vale also had some, cussing. Not necessarily cussing, but there were a few.
Not cussing, just, I don't even know how to describe Night Vale sometimes. It's so weird and random. It's take your weirdest dream, multiply it times 8, and that's welcome to Night Vale.
Yeah.
I've listened to a few episodes of the podcast. I just forget. And I'm not in a very podcasty mood right now. I'm not in a listening to podcasts mood.
Mm-hmm.
I go through phases.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, movies. Wonder
Woman.
Right,
movies. I haven't seen that either.
Rachel?
Yes. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
And then Now You See Me and Now You See Me Too.
You already said that.
Yeah, but you also said Harry Potter multiple times, so...
Okay, fair. Now You See Me Too. Haven't seen those either, by the way.
I'm not surprised. They're good, though.
Listen, I watch, like, the same 8 movies, but of course, when someone asks me what my favorite movies are, I don't remember what they are. Ooh, that's my favorite movie, too.
Shut up.
Never! We both know I don't shut up.
Yeah, I know.
And you love me regardless.
Yeah. See, there are some movies that I like there are just so many different reasons why I like different movies, because, like, some movies, like, I got to experience them, like, with certain people, and that's why I like them so much.
Exactly. But this is just such a complicated question.
It's a good question, but, like...
It's definitely spurring discussion, so if that's your goal with questions...
Yep. That's kind of the point of the podcast, Rachel.
Oh, right. So... No one ever said I was smart.
Yeah.
Except all the people that say I'm smart.
Yes. You are smart.
Thank you. I try.
Alright, should we move on from this question?
I don't think we're gonna get any more answers out of us.
But yeah, that's a few movies that we both like. I also love the Harry Potter franchise. So, speaking of the Harry Potter franchise, we have a question from Dragonland447, and they asked, there's been a lot of talk in the Harry Potter fandom about Fantastic Beasts: Crimes of Grindelwald. Have y'all seen it? And what are your hot takes on the movie and the controversy surrounding it?
So first, this may contain spoilers for Crimes of Grindelwald. You have been warned. Second, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
So here's my thing on it. I liked the movie because it's Harry Potter. I understand it was terribly made and, like, is not a good movie.
Yeah, there were, like, the scenes that were, like, super close up.
It was unnecessary.
Yeah, the super close-ups were, like, unsettling. I don't really know if there was a point to that or if it was just cinematography, whatever.
Like, was the point to make you unsettled? I don't know. I
mean, yeah, probably. I loved the young actors. Like, they did a phenomenal job.
For sure.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I think J.K. Rowling needs to, when she's writing these screenplays and plays like Child, and sorry, I'll bleep that out, or at least part of it, and, like, is posting things about Hogwarts bathrooms, like, she needs to have someone looking over her work, because it's kind of getting out of control, and it just feels like fan service now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And, like, while fan service is kind of nice, it's also, like, give us something we weren't expecting. Like, shock us. I haven't really been shocked in a while. Well, good shocked. I didn't need to know about Hogwarts bathrooms. Like, I don't know. What are your thoughts on it?
I liked it as a movie. I definitely liked the first one better, but there were things that I liked more about the second one. Like, I liked the backstory.
The backstory was really good.
Yeah, I liked the backstory, the plot. Like, it was hard to follow, but, like, because I was watching it with some friends, and they're not, like, super in-depth in the Harry Potter, like, fandom or whatever. And since we watch, like, theory channels like Super Carlin Brothers and, like, Seamus, if he still does theories, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I felt like I could follow it because I watched all the, like, trailer in-depth, like, trying to pick it apart, but then, like, if you're not as, like, in-depth, then you're like, wait, what's going on? What's happening?
Yeah.
And so...
like, you had to know the movie to enjoy the movie, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think the plot was a little bit clearer than the first movie, though. Because the first movie, it felt like it was two different movies. But
anyway. Yeah.
That was a good question. Thank you. Dragonlance447.
Alright, what should we move on to next? Because that is all of the listener questions.
While we are on the topic of Twitter, do you want to do Twitter trending?
Sure.
Awesome.
We have some good Twitter trending this week. Let me
Alright, hit me with it.
Because usually I just like...
I'm a marshmallow.
So am I.
Sky's barking. That's fun. Love that.
Yeah. So... Yeah, usually I just, like, skim over the articles, make sure there's something that we could talk about, but, like, there's some, like, a few of them are, like, threads that, like, went viral. Well, not viral, but, like, were trending, obviously. But, yep. One thing that I saw that was trending is, there's a TV writer that was talking about why extreme happy endings are, like, aren't very popular and very good. And I was intrigued because usually you want a happy ending, but like as you read through the article, he's basically the main thing that he's discussing is the Parks and Rec finale, which I haven't watched that show.
I haven't either.
But like I know that not a lot of people were super happy with the ending. And I like because TV shows are, like, a hard thing to know when to end it because you don't know if you're going to get a season revival, and so you have to, like, come up with a conclusion fast so that the audience gets some sort of resolution, but, like, yeah.
That's why I appreciate when networks, like, tell people before the last season. You know, like, sometimes they're just like, oh, it's not getting renewed, but sometimes they actually do say, this is going to be the final season. Like, for Game of Thrones, isn't this the last season of that?
Supernatural.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't watch either of those shows.
I don't either. But I thought it was interesting because the TV writer provided a lot of, like, perspective. But, it was talking about how, like, conflict happens, like, evenly through the seasons, and then when the final season starts, it all, like, when there's a super happy ending, then it just, like, all goes up and there isn't any more, like, conflict. And I, like, definitely see that. There are a lot of, like, TV show finales that a lot of people don't like, and I don't know if it's because they were, like, not very well written, or if they just didn't want the series to be over, or they didn't like it, like how it was portrayed. But I feel like TV show finales are a hard thing to get right.
Yeah, for sure. I think they're one of the hardest things to get right as far as, like, screenwriting goes. Coming from someone that's never really screenwritten.
Yeah.
And definitely hasn't screenwritten a movie or TV show.
But yeah, I thought it was interesting, and since we watch TV, I figured
we are teenagers, yes.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Are there any TV show endings that you weren't super happy with?
I didn't like the ending of The Office.
Mm.
I also didn't like the ending of the show The Fosters, but then they did a spin-off, so it makes a little more sense how they ended it. But, like, I don't know, it was wrapped up with a bow, and I don't like pretty bow endings.
Yeah. I know one that wasn't super popular was Lost, the ending of Lost.
I've actually never seen Lost.
It's a twisty-turny ride if you
choose to partake.
Yeah. It's a good show. I like Lost. My parents were obsessed with it when it was coming out, and so I always knew that they were gonna go watch Lost, and I'm like, why can't I watch Lost? And then I watched it like a few years ago, and I'm like, that's why I
can't watch Lost.
When I was like 5 years old. Not super great, but
not super PG.
Yeah, but it's a good show, but like a lot of people weren't super happy with the ending because like it's hard to explain without like giving everything away, so I'm not gonna. So
just was it pretty bow?
I can't, I don't know if it's because it was just that confusing or if it's just because it's been like a year and a half since I watched it, but like...
Okay, fair.
Yeah, yeah.
It's complicated.
Yeah, explaining it would bring up a lot of spoilers, and if you're wanting to watch the show, then like...
I do want to watch it, I just don't know when, because I'm busy.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else is trending?
Okay, so this is some high quality entertainment. Oh jeez.
No, I'm scared.
So this guy on Twitter, that's how most things on Twitter happen. He found a package of gummy bears and that said there were 12 flavors, and he was testing them, and it's just so funny because he goes through this entire process and he's like trying to find like what the 12 flavors are, and like testing, like he has a hypothesis for what flavors each color is, and then like he sees if he got it right, and then he's like,
I'm scared.
It's so funny.
I'm scared.
Because we can't go through the whole thing on here, but like it'll be linked in the description, and I highly recommend you'll check it out, because
I will, because I have to link it anyway.
Yeah. But he goes through the 5 senses and he's like, they all smell like gummy bears.
Do they all taste like gummy bears?
Yeah, he's like, touch, they're all gooey and gross. Sound, they all make a sticky sound when I pull them off the paper. No help there. And then he's eating them and he's like, there's a blue raspberry flavor, and he's like, not so sure about raspberry, but I'm definitely getting strong notes of blue.
I love that, because like, what is blue raspberry? What? Why make... Ugh, I'm bothered.
Yeah, and then pink grapefruit tastes either like pink grapefruit or the inside of a mailbox.
Why does he know what the inside of a... I'm concerned for his well-being. Just a little. And by a little, I mean a lot. Mm-hmm. Is he okay? Has anyone checked up on him?
I don't know. But, he's like, pineapple has a certain summery water from a rubber garden hose quality. That isn't really doing it for me, to be quite honest, but maybe that's the failure I detect. And I'm like, that's a mood. But
mood, yeah.
Yeah. Highly recommend checking out this thread, because
it's gold.
Hilarious. It's gold.
You're gold.
Aw, thank
Your goals, because you're so gold. I love you.
Love you too. And we have one more, and I thought this was an interesting question, because it's, what is the first viral video you remember like ever seeing or experiencing?
The Gummy Bear song.
Oh wow, what a bop. It slaps. Yeah, I remember the first Vine I ever saw. It was one where it was someone feeding orangutan. Feeding an orangutan a banana at the zoo, and like there's a voiceover for it, because he's like, stop waving your banana in my face, I don't even want it. Oh, just kidding, I got it. Ooh, blah, blah. And he like eats it. And yeah, I remember watching that when I was like 7, and I was like, this is the most hilarious thing on the planet. But
the duck song.
Yeah, the duck song. Did you know it's freaking 10 years old, like, as of this week? I tweeted about it. It's 10 years old, and I can't deal with it. Harry Potter Puppet Pals. That's a bop right there.
Oh my gosh, I forgot those existed. I mean, like, kind of.
Snape, Snape, Severus Snape. And then there's Numa Numa. I wasn't there. I didn't watch that when it came out, but like I've experienced the meme. The hamster dance. I got a CD with that on for like one of the birthday parties that I went to, and my mom was like,
gosh.
"Can I burn it?" Because I would not stop listening to it, and she's like, "I'm done," and I agree.
That's a mood. Just like, can I please get rid of it?
Yeah.
It has,
And then Rick rolling. When were you? Do you know what Rick rolling is?
yeah, it's when you never gonna pick
Yeah.
you up. Wait.
Never gonna
Never
give you
gonna
up,
let
but
you
close.
down.
When were you exposed to the Rick roll for the first time?
I don't know when I was, like, exposed to it being called Rickrolling. Probably, like, honestly, last year.
Yeah. I remember that there was, because I was watching YouTube with my family because, that's what we do. And, there was a react video. YouTubers, like, react to getting Rickrolled. And my dad saw it and he's like, "Oh, we are watching this." And so that was when I need to find when that video came out because but yeah, my dad's like, "So this is a meme and here's your entrance into meme culture." So my dad introduced me to meme culture. Oh, it came out 6 years ago, 2013.
Wow.
So I was like 9. But
Wow.
yeah. That's the tea. Any other viral videos that you remember?
Honestly, not that I remember.
I remember, especially in middle school or late elementary school, like, all of these, like, things that people would start saying. They'd be like, oh, when it was back at it again with the white Vans, like, literally every time someone wore white shoes, like, they're like, back at it again with the white Vans, and I'm like, those aren't Vans. But, yeah.
Memes have come such a long way.
Yeah, they definitely have.
I saw a meme. Well, it wasn't really a meme. It was more of an observation. And it was like, honestly, I laugh at memes now and don't even know why. I was like, that is a full mood.
Anyway, should we move on to YouTube trending?
I think we should.
Alright, there are 2 things that I found that we can... There were only 2 things trending on YouTube right now. No, I just... These are the things that I thought we could have discussions about. So, the first thing is Good Mythical Morning is doing a March Milkness.
I've seen that.
Yeah. And so, I thought we could discuss our thoughts on the different March brackets that happen in March.
Oh, like March Madness?
Yeah, except...
Milkness.
Aren't you, like, winning?
I am. I don't know how.
Yeah. My dad was checking the scores and he was like, She doesn't know sports. How is she winning?
Because she had a friend help her fill out her bracket. Yes? What's that look for? Am I not allowed to have friends?
You know what that luck was
Am
for.
I not allowed to have friends outside of you, Katrina?
You are allowed.
Good. Because I do.
Anyways, talking about the different brackets.
Yes.
Because there's March Madness, which is sports, so I don't really understand it. But there's a lot of people that make brackets for, like, the month of March so that for the people that do not understand sports, like me, or people that do understand sports and just want to do more brackets. But, like, there's the Disney song bracket going on Twitter. for SCB.
Mm-hmm.
And then their, I know there's more. The Try Guys did one.
What was theirs? I can't remember off the top
Theirs
of my head.
was, like, favorite, 2000, or their first year of having their own, no, it was favorite most popular Try Guys video.
Right. I remember now. Because you told me. Memory, it doesn't work.
Yeah, and then there's this one, which GMM, I don't know if they've done it.
They do a bracket every year over
I
things.
wasn't sure if it was like every year. And it's not always during March because they do like some other brackets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
They do like a they did a Halloween food candy bracket.
Hi, Mom Bart.
Katrina says hi.
Hi, Katrina. You're not
She said hi.
I heard.
Alright, so, they did a bracket for worst Halloween candy of all time.
Mm-hmm.
That one was really interesting to me.
Yeah. Because there are different things that make different candies, like, not super great.
Yeah.
And so, like, putting them up against each other.
Yeah, for sure.
And now they're doing March Milkness.
I love brackets.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
They stress me out, but I love them.
Yeah, I'm not, like, super into sports, but I love making brackets for things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna check my bracket real quick.
Alright.
If that's cool. So anyway.
Anyways, the other thing I saw trending on YouTube is Billie Eilish released her new album.
I love Billie Eilish.
Yesterday. Yeah, I love her too. Like, I was just introduced to her, like, this year, but she, like, her music style is so unique. Like, there's one of her songs in her new album that, like, legitimately has, like, scenes from The Office in it. And it's hilarious.
I love it. I love it.
And she's, like, 17, and so we could just go on another rant like I did with Aiden Gallinger, like, last week and talk about how amazing our generation is and how we're changing the world.
We are.
So, yeah. She's, like, she's so talented.
She really is.
Yeah.
Maybe, oh my gosh, sorry, this is just me checking my bracket. What if next year we do a Perspective Z bracket challenge?
Like, episodes? Or
no,
what?
like we have a bracket that people can join. That'll be fun!
Yeah.
Also, your dad's bracket is completely gone because he had Virginia Tech winning and they lost to Duke, so.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Billie
Eilish.
Yeah, Billie Eilish. Have you listened to it yet?
I listened to some of the songs because I've had to upload them for radio.
Yeah, I listened to all, because I saw it trending on YouTube. Because I think the second song on her album, because the first song on her album, I need you to go listen to it right now.
Okay, what is it?
It's like 5 exclamation points. I don't know if it's on YouTube, but it's on Spotify.
Is it called 5 exclamation points, or is it literally just typing in 5 exclamation points?
It's typing in, like,
okay.
the exclamation points.
Alright. There we go. Okay. Yeah, my Spotify froze.
But I just thought this was such a Billie way to open her album.
How long is it? It's not showing up. Oh, there. No? It's not showing up! I'm so confused.
On Spotify?
Yeah, I searched 5 exclamation points. I'll just search.
Like.
Yeah, like the 5 exclamation points. I'll just pull up Billie Eilish.
You can just look up her album.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Did you see her on Ellen? Because it was hilarious.
I haven't yet, but I saw the clip that Justin Bieber retweeted
Yes.
on Twitter.
Oh my gosh, it's 14 seconds, okay. I have taken out my Invisalign, and this is the album. If that isn't a mood.
She's just such a unique artist, and usually artists are like so like
Not
professional.
unique.
Yeah, they're usually just like singing the same songs, but like she has a song that's like based around an old video game that she used to play, like Ilo Milo.
Oh, nice.
And it's really cute because it's I just listened to like the entire album like as I was grabbing trending because I saw that which song was it? Bad Guy was that music video was the first thing on trending, and I was like,
Proud of her!
yeah.
She's so funny.
And she like I love it when like modern like not necessarily artists but like actors and stuff like because they've grown up, like younger ones have grown up with the same stuff we grew up with, so like they had her on React and like she knew like all the people that were on React because she watches React.
Uh-huh.
And like
that doesn't happen. It's so awesome to
I love that like the two medias are like colliding, and it's
well
great.
what's cool to me is like I don't want to say we're seeing ourselves represented because then that gets into like other issues, but like it's cool to see people our age being the popular singers, songwriters, artists, etc.
And she's just so weird and she embraces it, and it's just
Honestly, Moot, can we get Billie Eilish to guest on this podcast, please? You know what? Shoot your shot. I'm gonna DM her.
oh my gosh.
I wonder if she has. She probably doesn't even have her DMs open.
We'll see.
She's not verified on Twitter yet?
What? This is an outrage.
Oh, it's a fan account. Okay. I was like, are you kidding?
Yeah, she's verified. I was like, I'm pretty sure she is.
Billie Eilish fan account. Okay. Okay.
I don't think her DMs are open.
Okay, then I'll just tweet to her. What are the chances we could... Oh my gosh, she's a Gen Zer! Get
Yeah,
you to
she's 17.
podcast. Get you to podcast on our podcast app. Oh, I can't app if I'm in an ad already. Perspectives Z. I'm having struggles. Click. There we go. All about life from a Gen Z perspective? Question mark. All right, so I said, what are the chances we could get you to be a guest on our podcast, Perspective Z, all about life from a Gen Z perspective? Tweet.
So yeah, go like the tweet.
Go like and retweet that, please. So anyway.
Anyways. Yeah, so Billie Eilish. She
What a queen.
she's not afraid to be herself, and I love that.
Yeah. She's super authentic, which is really, really cool. Or at least she seems authentic. Obviously, we can't know for sure if she's authentic. But
I mean, when she was on Hot Ones, which I don't know, it was trending and I saw it, but I wasn't sure if we talked about it. But she was on Hot Ones at some point, which is the show where they, like, eat hot chicken wings. And it brings out, like, a pretty authentic side of people because they're, like, not used to spicy food.
mm-hmm.
And so they, like... So I feel like she's pretty authentic, but, like, that could be the whole marketing scheme, but, you know.
I don't think it is, though, because normally it's, like, kind of obvious when someone's being authentic for a marketing scheme, and she's just, like, an overall she doesn't ever seem to break her character, if that makes sense. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
if it is a marketing scheme, it is a really, really good one.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't think it is.
Yeah, me either.
So anyway.
Rachel!
What?
Can it be time for our favorite segment on this podcast? Let's take a BuzzFeed quiz.
Yes! This week's BuzzFeed quiz is ever wonder if you're a potato? Take this quiz to find out. Potatoes gonna potate. This is us. If
Yeah.
we're not potatoes, I'm gonna be upset.
I saw it and I was like, okay, we're just gonna.
What's the first question this week?
The first question is, what's your favorite form of potato? French fries, mashed potatoes, rosemary fondant potatoes, or I don't eat potatoes?
Why would you not eat potatoes? Are you ill? Because if so, like, that makes sense. I said mashed potatoes.
I'm gonna have to go with rosemary fondant potatoes because I don't have them very often, but they're pretty. They're really good. If they're what I think they are.
I've never had... That just sounds like something fancy that, like, only really rich people have, so I'm gonna Google it. Rosemary fondant.
Okay, I don't.
Potatoes.
I feel like my grandma's made this for me before, and I usually like them.
Whoa, that looks real fancy.
Yeah.
Crispy on the outside, tender and creamy on the inside.
Yep. That's what. Mhm.
I want to try this.
Just come over to my grandma's house with me, and we'll just be like, "Hey, can you make rosemary fondant potatoes?"
Honestly.
I think grandma's a legend. I love her. She's in Hawaii right now, though, so probably not.
Now I'll really go over to see your grandma. Just hop on a quick flight to Hawaii.
Yep. What's the next question?
The next question is, when would you prefer to wake up? Early, so I can get a head start on my day. IDK, whenever I want, I guess. Please, if I could control when I woke up, I never would. Or early-ish, but not too late. Around 9 or 10, perhaps. IDK, whenever I want, I guess.
I'm trying to choose between the, if I could control when I woke up, I never would, and early-ish, but not too late. Because usually I wake up around, like, 10 anyways if I, like, go to sleep at a normal time.
What's a normal time?
Normal time for me is about 10.
Okay.
For sleep. Or 11. But, like, if I can sleep as late as I want, I usually... It depends on when I go to sleep, obviously, but... I'll say 9 or 10 because, like, I like waking up sometimes when I'm excited to do something. But, like, if I would miss so many opportunities if I never woke up, so...
I like sleep.
Me too.
I don't ever...
Oh, finish.
I don't ever want to not be sleep.
Yeah. The next question is, do you like people? You? Depends. Sure. I love people!
Depends.
I went with depends first, but then I decided to change it to sure, because when you say it depends, well, it does depend on the person, but, like, generally I like people unless they do something that otherwise causes me to not like them, so
Mhm.
I just went with sure. Because it's not, I love people, but it's not, like, you.
Yeah, no, it's hard for me to be around
Yeah.
people.
That makes sense. It is hard for me to be around people, too, because people are scary. Okay.
What's the next question? Oh wait, I read the next question. Do you like potatoes? Depends on their served. Ew, I love all forms of potato-based foods. I love all forms of potato-based food. Did you know a woman is suing TGI Fridays for their potato skin chips because they don't actually contain potato skin?
Really?
Mm-hmm. For $5 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I love all the potato products. What about you?
Yeah, I said duh. Because I love a lot of potato products, but, like, it also... Because I don't want to say I love all forms of it, because I do love it, but it's complicated.
It's complicated.
So I still did an affirmative one. I said duh.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I did like the absolutely
Yeah.
yes. The next question. What is it?
The next question is, do you wear hoodies? Only when I'm lounging or sleeping. Occasionally, I practically live in hoodies, or you.
Well, I practically live in hoodies. We know that one.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I live in hoodies because, like, a lot of times it's... All of mine are, like, super warm hoodies, so, like, if it's a super hot day outside, then... So I'll say occasionally.
I live in hoodies. We all know that.
Yeah.
I love my hoodies.
Mhm. What's the next question?
The next question is, how often do you watch TV? Never, all the time, every once in a while, or I don't own a TV. I'm gonna say every once in a while, just because, like...
Because it's not, like, all the time because I have to go to school and stuff, but I feel like when I'm not at school, it's pretty frequent. And it's not... Is it asking live TV or is it asking, like...
I think it's all TV.
I'll just say every once in a while because...
What's the next question?
The next question is, do you self-identify as a potato?
Yes, I
Definitely.
self-identify as a potato.
Definitely. IDK, that's why I'm taking this quiz. Never. People call me a potato, but I'm not.
I'm a potato.
I'm gonna say IDK, that's why I'm taking this quiz. Because I don't want to, like, say that I identify as a potato and then, like, I get, you're not a potato, and then I'm disappointed in myself.
We know BuzzFeed quizzes aren't always accurate, completely, 100%.
What do you mean?
I know.
I feel lied to.
I'm sorry.
You're not the one lying to me.
Okay. The next question is, do you tend to procrastinate? I put the pro in procrastinate, only when I really don't want to do something. I've never procrastinated a day in my life, or occasionally. I put the pro in procrastinate. I am a pro at procrastination.
I have never procrastinated a day in my life. No, I put the pro in procrastinate because... Yeah.
What's the next question?
Next question is, being on time important to you? I'm prompt AF, time is a construct. I try my best to be on time, or I don't have anything to be on time to.
I try to be on time, but I really like my dog and we snuggle.
I'm gonna say I try my best to be on time because, like, I don't like being too early to anything because then you're just, like, the first one there and you're like, yeah, but I like to be on time, and if on time's a little bit early.
If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late.
Yep. And if you're late, then you're really, really late. Okay, what's the last question?
The last question is, how do you spend your weekend? Playing video games, binging Netflix. I might hang out with a friend or two, or cleaning and organizing. Binging Netflix. It's the only time I have.
Yeah. It depends on the weekend, though. I might hang out with a friend or two binging Netflix, though. Because that's what I did last weekend.
Fair.
But I'm gonna go with binging Netflix.
I got a potato!
What's your description?
Congratulations, you are a natural-born potato. You enjoy relaxing, taking it easy, and living on the deep-fried side of life. Your personality comes in all kinds of different shapes, sizes, and forms, but no matter how you come, you're tasty. You might be a little lazy sometimes, but that's okay. Everyone loves a good potato.
I got half potato.
You got a half potato?
Yeah. sometimes you're a potato and sometimes you're not. One day you can be super motivated and next you find that you can't move off your couch. But half a potato is better than no potato, am I right?
That's fair.
I feel like that's pretty accurate.
Uh-huh.
Because there are days where I'm like, I'm gonna do all the things, and then I do. And then, like, there are days where I'm like, I'm not gonna do anything.
There are days that I plan to do things and then don't. Because I'm a potato.
I know.
I'm a full potato. Anyway, this episode is getting a little long. Is there anything else you want to add this week?
I don't think so.
Alright, with that then, I guess it's time to wrap up. This has been another episode of Perspective Z. That's been Katrina.
And that's been Rachel.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Toodles!